It was a quiet, chilly evening. Adam sat alone in his living room, the dim glow of his laptop the only source of light. He was working late on a project, the rest of the house completely dark. The clock struck midnight, and an eerie stillness filled the air. Suddenly the power went out, plunging the room into total darkness. Adam's heart skipped a beat as he heard a soft, rhythmic knocking on the window. Confused, Adam slowly got up and made his way to the window. The knocking persisted, steady and deliberate. As he reached for the curtain, he hesitated, his fingers trembling. A shadowy figure stood outside, just beyond the glass. The figure was tall and motionless, shrouded in darkness. It didn't move or speak, just stood there, waiting. Adam's heart pounded in his chest. He stepped back, unsure of what to do. Mustering his courage, he opened the window to confront the figure. But as soon as the window creaked open, the figure vanished into thin air. There was no sound, no trace, just the empty night. Adam's breath quickened. He slammed the window shut and locked it, convinced he had imagined the whole thing. But then the knocking started again, this time from the front door. Panic washed over Adam. He rushed to the front door, his hands shaking as he reached for the doorknob. His gut told him not to open it, but the knocking grew louder, more urgent. Finally, he swung the door open, expecting to see someone standing there. But the doorway was empty. The street outside was deserted, and the cold wind howled through the trees. Just as he was about to close the door, a whisper echoed behind him. "Let me in." Terrified, Adam turned around slowly. The shadowy figure from before was now inside the house, standing at the far end of the hallway, its faceless head tilted slightly. The figure remained still, watching him. Every instinct in Adam's body screamed to run. But his legs felt like lead. The figure raised its hand and pointed at him, the silent room filled with a growing sense of dread. Without thinking, Adam bolted down the hallway, sprinting toward the back door. His feet pounded against the floor as the shadowy figure moved silently after him, gliding effortlessly. The air around him grew colder, and the lights flickered, casting eerie shadows on the walls. He threw open the back door and ran into the yard, gasping for breath. But the figure was still behind him, closer than ever. Adam stumbled into the backyard, but there was nowhere left to run. He turned to face the figure, now standing just a few feet away, its faceless head slowly tilting. The figure raised its hand once more, pointing at Adam, as a soft, chilling whisper filled the air. "Your time is up." The cold night air pressed down on Adam, and the world around him seemed to grow darker, as if the shadows themselves were closing in. His heart pounded in his chest as he realized there was no escape.